Jaguar Wright is a fully established demoness, so you know what that means. I can be that, or I could be a paladin to cleanse you of those sins and bring you back into the light. But to do so is to walk the full path of repentance. You must repent for all the things that you have done.
You better repent, Jaguar. This boy
acknowledge the wrongs that you have committed, the crimes that you have done, the evasions of taxes over the years from leeching money from other people, from your own mother, and from the people whom you marry into. All of the slander you've thrown against your kind sister, your kindred family, whom you spilt the blood of for years. And for that whipping that you gave me for venting frustration, unjust frustration, with an ox cord that could have given me a bleeding injury if you struck with the head of it, she is herself multiple times in the past. I cannot confirm since I haven't heard the full details, but I have heard the word across the street. And I have even heard of an instance where my mother was live one time when she exposed her naked breast online for the internet to see. And that there was even an instance where my mother was naked underneath them.
Given that her youngest son, Sam Odom Jr., just had an explosive interview with Tasha K in which he accused Jaguar of having various sexual orientations and dragged her for filth, it appears that we may want to reconsider all of the outrageous things that Jaguar has been claiming that we have been believing. Mental disorders, he asserts that all of Jaguar's outrageous accusations are fabrications she cooked up to construct her own reality and give the impression that she is standing up for others when, in reality, she is contributing to the issue. According to Sam, the only, Jaguar has been pursuing these celebrities because she is upset that she was never able to achieve their level of popularity and wants to use their gimmick of exposing famous people to finally get the recognition she has been longing for. Said that she was a witch, just like Beyonce, and that she had used him and his deceased elder brother as leverage to escape punishment for the wicked things she had been entangling herself in for years. I'm not sure what Jaguar did to this youngster to force him to join in. He spilled a lot of tea on Tasha K's program, but we're going to drink it all. He genuinely doesn't care how any of this will impact Jaguar since, as you may already know if you've been following along, he and Tasha have been at odds for a long time. Sam stated in this interview that he was actually living with his dad while he was a child, but when it came time for him to attend college, he moved in with Jaguar and his mother. In any case, the fact that Sam would go to Tasha for an interview indicates that he is just as messy as his mother. He alleges that he was typically brought to Jabbers for the holidays as a child, but she would prolong his vacations against his choice and essentially hold him captive at her home until he eventually saw all the awful things she had been up to. In addition to accusing Jaguar of fabricating the autistic claims in order to control him, he criticized her for doing all sorts of things to him.
This is the first time that you live with your mom since you were...
This would be the first time that I would be living with my mother since, I would say, December of 2017, a bit before that Christmas. And then it basically became the inverse when I stayed with my father during the active school year and I'd be with my mother during the holidays.
Okay.
However, of course, those holidays were quote unquote extended when she effectively held me with her during those times, in which can be considered as kidnapping.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever, because your mom claims that you have, I believe, autism, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. The claim of autism is completely false.
Okay.
If it seems like I have autism, it's just the fact that I'm very socially awkward when it comes to people.
So has she told you that you were autistic?
She has told me many occasions, but like always, there hasn't been a doctor to confirm it.
Okay.
She's always been wanting to do so, but I believe even if I...
He claimed that Jaguar's behavior had gotten so bad over the years that he had divided her personality into two distinct personalities in order to cope and tolerate her. One of these personalities is Jacqueline Suzette Wright, Jaguar's official name, and the other is Jaguar Wright, her online persona. He claimed to love Jacqueline because she is his mother in spite of everything that she's done to him, but he despises Jaguar because she's destructive. He called her a vindictive thief and an opportunist who takes advantage of those who try to assist her. He also called her a criminal and a cultist, saying that she purposefully exaggerates things to keep her name in the headlines and gain some CL.
Into two people.
Okay.
Jacqueline Suzette Wright, her legal name, and Jaguar Wright, her stage name.
Okay.
I love Jacqueline Suzette Wright. She is my mother, and I love her with every bit of my being, in spite of the things that she's done. However, Jaguar Wright is the kind of person I abhor.
Okay.
To give you the Cliff Notes version on how I view Jaguar Wright, she is 5 things to me.
Okay.
She is an over-possessive siren who lures any people who try to be kind to her into her den and protects the things that she owns, whether it be her gained wealth or, even at worst, her own sons, whether they be dead or alive, like a dragon protects a hoard of gold. That's 1.
Okay.
2, Jaguar Wright is a vindictive thief who hates those who have slighted her or have done any wrong to her in her eyes, stirs the pot of bad blood for well over a decade, and pettily steals things from those whom she hates for her own purposes or for her own hatred.
Okay.
3, she is a dead son of narcissism who has been overfueled with the eutrophication of love from her father and her mother at such a young age, well before her double digits, that it spoiled her rotten and led her to believe that she was a shining star amidst the cosmos, when in actuality she burnt out.
Oh.
4, she is a hyperbolic criminal with the mask of a cultist who has spread and blown things so far out of proportion to the point where hopefully nobody will find the truth of the matter, and to keep her name in the circles of controversy so that all the attention will always be on her.
Now, if you thought he was finished, you had better fasten your seatbelts because he was only getting started. This man accused Jaguar of engaging in ritualistic practices that reportedly caused their family to die, essentially implying that his older brother's death was caused by Jaguar's demonic indulgence. He also said that when he was a child, Jaguar told him that she was actively having an affair behind his father's back.
She is a hyperbolic criminal with the mask of a cultist who has spread and blown things so far out of proportion to the point where hopefully nobody will find the truth of the matter, and to keep her name in the circles of controversy so that all the attention will always be on her. And likewise, hypocritically proclaiming to my now late half brother to never play a game series from Rockstar known as GTA, Grand Theft Auto, when she has effectively done the same herself in real life now. And 5th, and people watching this are probably going to remember this one, and they're probably going to be laughing at this. 5th, Jaguar Wright is a profane, a modern day Kadishtu indoctrinated by the 4 women of the Zohar to be in communication with the devil in our religious faith, and to bring harm, or at worst, even death, upon members of our family.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry, dude. So sorry.
She admitted to me from her own words, of an instance of adultery that she committed while she was still married to my father.
Oh.
Before the divorce.
Oh. And what was that?
I do not know the person whom she was with at the time, and she did not say the date or the year when it happened.
Okay.
But she told me that she did it. Whether that was a boast or whatnot, I cannot say for certain, but I'm willing to bet that she has. And apparently, from what I've seen, having been dug up as of more recently, apparently she is herself multiple times in the past. I cannot confirm since I haven't heard the full details, but I have heard the word across the street. And I have even heard of an instance where my mother was live one time when she exposed her naked online for the internet to see. And that there was even an instance where my mother was naked underneath the moonlight, like she were from Twilight, a werewolf.
Child, even though he was saying some crazy things, there was some truth in it. If you didn't know that this was Jaguar's child, I don't know what would happen. The boy's dramatic and theatrical narration is really giving Jaguar the benefit of the doubt. Regarding Jaguar's dubious ritualistic behavior, as a video showing her blowing her son's ashes over several individuals and then splattering the remaining ashes all over herself went viral a few years ago. Even more bizarre is the fact that Sam is not the only one who has called her out on this. A few weeks earlier, Orlando and Jaguar Wright appeared together in an interview, and he criticized her for disrespecting her son's final moments, just as he claimed Jaguar had. Doing some voodoo on him and asserting that Jaguar also blew the ashes on him. He claimed that he was even attempting to have Jaguar Bell released from prison following her imprisonment for this, but he changed his mind after learning that she was performing voodoo on people.
I did all this for one question. Now I know that I'm your son. You know, but my brother, he not here no more. And when you was outside that place, and you start throwing dust to my brother on blood, what's happening with that?
Exactly what did. It's now closed.
No, I'm saying, what did that mean to you when you was throwing my brother's bones in powder form? Like
it was me.
Yeah, I'm saying, blood, but why you threw his shit? Well, what did that mean to you when you throw my family member's shit?
I'm gonna put it to you this way. If I explain it here.
No, I'm saying, we all watching. I'm not asking for no.
If I explain it here.
Come on, let's do it. Cause I'm telling you.
You don't want me to.
You threw dead ashes of my little baby brother all over the. I'm asking you why you wasted my nigga all over everybody.
Oh, that wasn't a waste.
So what is that? Is it voodoo?
Are you sure you want to
I'm dead serious, because that's my.
Cause
So,
there's certain
I'm his little
languages.
brother, but I'm his little brother though.
there's certain languages.
But I'm his little brother, but I'm his little
speak.
brother though. Blood, you
You
tripping.
don't want me to speak that.
Bro, I'm asking you, we all
don't want me
watching,
to speak
we all
that.
watched you do it. What does that mean when you throw some
this
on
is the
somebody
thing.
like that? If I'm dead and it's like Orlando Brown being dead, Jaguar, and you dig in the bag and you throw Orlando Brown all over somebody. What
My
does that
question
mean?
is this. What does it mean to you to ask?
Because that's my brother. I'm your son.
Got that. And yet, what does that mean to you to ask?
That's my brother.
And show me where his holes were.
Well, you gotta
Show me where his
they're in
no,
the
no, no.
ashes.
Show me where his holes
I saw
were.
you screaming.
Show me where his
I seen you screaming.
Where was he?
I pull you out the car. Talking about your is in a U-Haul.
You want to know what's
Get
interesting?
the out of here. Period.
You want to know what's interesting?
There ain't nothing interesting when my mama screaming about some her U-Haul and you had to go out there and you threw your out there like this on their face.
Now I do.
So why you do it? Why you throw my brother?
I got somebody that wants to talk to you. And I think you should talk to them.
Yeah, man. On my mama. On everything.
Do me a favor.
Mama, I'm telling you,
Do me a
that
favor.
is not gonna happen. They can't call you crazy. They
Do me a
arrested you.
favor.
I was finna pay your bail. What the f***, nigga, you
Did
tripping,
you?
bro? Nah, I couldn't because they wouldn't let me.
Why not?
They told me they had it.
Why not?
They wouldn't let me do it.
Why not?
They wouldn't let me do it. I called them at 4, 3 in the morning. Everybody over here. I called him, and he was like, "Nah."
But why not?
But I'm asking why you throwing the ashes, and if they asking us to look stupid.
I'll tell you. Come here. Give me your hand. Come closer.
Moreover, Sam is not the only individual who has brought up Jaguar's supposed cloud making when she made outrageous accusations about Jay-Z and Beyonce reportedly locking people in their homes and paying the cops to go there during her appearance on Piers Morgan. He made it plain that he has never had her on his program and has no interest in inviting her because nothing she says is ever credible after Diddy DJ Vlad criticized her for being a conspiracy theorist and fabricating stuff for shock value.
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She's got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying, if that's your question.
Since Tasha and Jaguar don't get along, and one of the main reasons for that is that Jaguar was upset when Tasha interviewed Sam a few months ago. People thought it was really messy that Tasha invited Sam for this interview. You heard right. This is Tasha's second interview, and more are likely. Later, when Tasha interviewed Sam Jaguar for the first time, she lost it and jumped on the opportunity to accuse Tasha of sending her son to Africa to be raised by her husband's family because she didn't have time to raise her children. She also criticized Tasha for being a bad mother, and she threatened to call CPS if she didn't stop calling her son through interviews.
Listen, children. Tasha K, where are your kids? Because word on the street is you ain't got time to raise children. We already know that girl is Sheck, baby. You ain't had that child in quite some time. And you sent little Teddy to Africa with your husband people.
What?
You a married woman and you ain't got time to raise your kids? But you want to talk about mine all day, huh? That boy is under 10 years old being raised by Africans that you don't really know. For all you know, that little boy is playing in a pile of monkey right now. You don't know. Wrestling with rhinos. No. Where your kids? You busy running around trying to blackmail Kevin Hart for cheating on his wife when we all know he likes Maybe you would have got that 250 if you would have told the truth. But you want to hold him to the fire over some you know ain't real. That ain't real. His mail order bank bride. While he's looking so safe, laying in the rock's arms, being cradled like a baby. You mean?
Okay.
You want to expose that he cheated on his wife. With a man, that would have sold. I ain't getting no fuck about no fake. Tell us the real. You supposed to be Tasha K. You supposed to have all the wine. And the wine and the wine. Tell him he's a f***ing.
Oh, sweetie, Basha did not attend the game either because she threatened to take it to hell, honey, if the Jabbers went down. When Tasha responded to Jaguar on Twitter, she accused her of being a violent addict and even of abandoning her own child. She said, "Had Jaguar wrong on my internet talking about my baby rolling in dirt with rhinos over in Africa funny." However, if I were to reply that her oldest child is rolling in 6 feet of dirt and that she disowned him before he turned to dirt, she chose dope over that baby. You would all call me insensitive and all sorts of other things, so let's take it easy because I never play fair. Jaguar did not take these accusations lightly because, just hours after Tasha posted this tweet, she joined Storm Monroe on a live stream and attacked Tasha K. She began by accusing Tasha of never having a son or being a child, and then she challenged Tasha to drive to Vegas and fight her. Jaguar did not stop there, though, as she told Tasha that she had just called CPS and had included numerous screen grabs and videos showing all the instances in which Tasha boasted and laughed about ignoring her children and leaving her minor son in Africa.
Glad that I changed my mind that day and didn't come through the door when I seen Teddy crying. Now I just called CPS and showed them how you your children and abandon your children. And laugh and joke about them having to fend for themselves at 2 years old. That boy is better off playing in monkey shit. And as far
as you can see, it was fairly messy. The fact that Tasha would even bring it up again by interviewing Sam indicates that she is just looking for a reaction from a Jaguar, and based on the appearance of things, she is likely to get one. As usual, people had different opinions about this. For example, one person said that Tasha K's interview with Jaguar Wright's son is nasty work and that Tasha broke the rules by involving other family members in her feud with Jag. Another person said, "Asha, you should be ashamed. This is distasteful, ashamed, and I think you never interfere in family problems. And you don't encourage people to dishonor their parents if they choose to do so on their own. But because it's awful and obviously there are mental health concerns here, I'd like to hear your opinion. What do you think about Tasha K interviewing Sam? Do you think Tasha was wrong to invite that boy to her show, knowing full well the hurtful things he said about his mother? Please share your opinions in the space provided below. Also, don't forget to click here to view this other extremely messy video.